HarperCollins presents When the Bones Sing by Ginny Sain. Read by Amanda Stribling. Hell is empty, and all the devils are here. William Shakespeare, The Tempest. 1. The first time I pulled a skeleton from the ground, I wasn't even 4 years old. I'd wandered away from a church picnic while Daddy sat in the shade turning the crank on our old ice cream maker and mopping sweat from his forehead with a faded red bandana. Nana found me on my hands and knees just inside the tree line. Chubby fingers plunged deep into the rich black dirt. "Dovie, girl," she had scolded. "You can't be taken off like that. It's danger." She froze when she saw me holding a pale finger bone out to her like a prize in an Easter egg hunt. Then her eyes caught fire, and she opened up wide enough for me to see clear down her throat when she threw her head back and hollered, "Dale, come look what Dovie's got. Come see what our girl can do." Daddy left the ice cream to melt and scooped me up quick as summer lightning. In one move, his strong hands knocked the bone from my fingers and the damp earth from the front of my dress, and I wailed as he carried me back home. "Like her mama, God help her," my Sunday school teacher whispered as we passed. "And her grandmother." The words wormed their way into my ear, even over the sound of my own shrieking. "Crying for the dead," one of the old men added. There were always a handful of them gathered like crows outside the little coffee shop on Mud Street, and the rest agreed like a Greek chorus. But they were all wrong. I wasn't worked up over whoever that finger belonged to. I didn't understand enough back then to weep for someone who was only bones. Somebody I didn't know besides. I was crying because I knew I wasn't going to get any of that strawberry ice cream Daddy had been churning. And I'd had my mouth set for it so bad. I must have been dreaming about that day, because I wake up craving the taste of fresh strawberries cold on my tongue. But as soon as I sit up in bed, I know what it was that pulled me out of my dreams. And it wasn't the memory of ice cream I didn't get 13 years ago. My teeth are chattering louder than the shuddering air conditioner propped up in the attic window. My whole body is humming, vibrating at a familiar frequency. I can feel the dead deep in my bones. Not all of them, just one particular soul tonight. Someone is pissed as hell, and he's strumming my ribs like a harp, sliding his fingers up and down my spine like my backbone is the neck of a guitar. Or a banjo. That trembling is coming from somewhere outside. It's seeping into my attic bedroom and soaking into my skin. I throw off Nana's thick quilt and tiptoe across the creaking wood floor. I stand in the pitch black, willing myself not to peek, not to feel what I know I'm feeling. But the music of the bones gets too loud, and I part the dusty lace curtains to peek out over the air conditioner at the sliver of a moon hanging low above a row of dogwood trees at the dark edge of town. Out toward the woods beyond our house, toward the hills, and the dead. Down below me on the front steps, someone clicks on a flashlight and shines it up in my direction. The light bounces off the window glass, and I shield my eyes from the sudden glare. "She's up," Sheriff shouts. "Time to move." He reaches over to shake the deputy who's dozing beside him, slouched against our porch railing like an old hound dog at the end of a long hunt. They've been posted up out there every night for 2 months, since the latest hiker went missing. Nana's already knocking on my bedroom door. "Dovie?" She doesn't bother to keep her voice down, which tells me Daddy must not be home. "Can you feel it?" "Yeah," I say. "The bones are playing their song." It's just as well Daddy's working late at the gallery. He never bothers to see me off to do this dark business in the dead of night anyway.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?